The magazine that gave the world Dragon Ball, Naruto, and One Piece just hit a number it hasn't seen in decades. For the first time ever, weekly Shonen Jump's print circulation has fallen below 1 million copies. Multiple outlets are calling this the end of an era, but I don't think that's actually the full story. Here's the number. Between April and June of 2026, weekly Shonen Jump averaged 985,000 printed copies per week. That might not sound dramatic on its own, but consider where this magazine started. At its peak in December 1994, the end of Dragon Ball and Slam Dunk, weekly Shonen Jump sold 6.53 million copies. That's still the highest circulation any manga magazine has ever recorded. By 2017, it had fallen under 2 million. By 2020, under 1.5 million. And now, for the first time since the current reporting system began, it's under 1 million. One manga editor called this milestone, quote, the end of an era. But here's the part that gets left out of most of the panic headlines though. Weekly Shonen Jump is still by a massive margin the number one manga magazine in Japan. Its closest competitor, Weekly Shonen Magazine, only sells around 281,000 copies. Weekly Shonen Sunday sells about 120,000. Jump is still selling more than 3 times its nearest rival. So this isn't really a story of Jump losing to somebody else. The entire print magazine category is just shrinking altogether. The whole manga magazine market dropped nearly 13% in just 2025 alone. So if print magazines are shrinking across the board, where did all the readers go? They didn't disappear, they moved to their phones. Japan's digital manga market hit around 512 billion yen in 2024. That's roughly 6 times bigger than it was just a decade earlier in 2014. Shueisha, the company behind Jump, even runs its own app, Shonen Jump Plus, where people read chapters for free or through subscriptions. Readers didn't stop reading manga, they just stopped needing the physical magazine to do it. And here's the number that really puts this into perspective. In July of 2026, One Piece Volume 115, a single collected book, sold around 627,000 copies within days of release, enough to top the entire manga sales chart. That's almost 2/3 of what the entire weekly magazine sells in a full week, from one single book. Collected volumes of Jump series have sold over 100 million copies total. The demand for these stories has not shrunk at all. Readers have just shifted to buying the finished books, reading digitally, watching the anime, or buying the merchandise instead of the weekly print magazine. Here's what I think this actually shows though. Weekly Shonen Jump isn't really a magazine business anymore, not in the way it used to be. It's become the front door to a much bigger machine. Digital chapters, collected volumes, anime adaptations, and global licensing deals. The print magazine used to be the whole product. Now it's more like the marketing engine for a franchise system that makes money in a dozen different ways. This is the exact same shift I've talked about with streaming platforms on this channel. The specific format people associate with an industry can shrink dramatically, even when the underlying business is just doing fine, because the real money moved somewhere else. And this is the exact kind of story I love covering, where the headline sounds like a collapse, but the real numbers tell a whole different story. If you want more breakdowns like this, subscribe. Let me know in the comments if you think physical manga magazines will still exist in another 10 years from now.